What up everybody, it's your boy Nautical back at it with another video. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some newer games that are hitting the actual services of these platforms when it comes to the Games for Gold for Xbox Live, the Xbox Gaming Pass, and then for PlayStation, the actual PlayStation PSN Plus platform. So let's start with the Xbox One. Starting on July 1st through July 31st, we're getting a game called Grown Up. Now this is a predecessor to the game called Grow Home. You play as a little small robot named Bud. He has the ability to climb landscapes, unlock optional bud suits, which give him the ability to have properties to like attract buds in a bee suit, or an aviator suit that gives him the ability to glide faster in speed. The main objective in the game is to find a bunch of the missing pieces to his starship, Mom, which crashed into the moon and scattered across the whole alien planet. He has to use all these different abilities and unlocks to actually be able to achieve his task and take the actual ship back to the moon, which is named Mom. So definitely gonna be somewhat of a game. I never played this version of the game. It is free, so everybody should definitely give it a try. You never know, you might find that hidden gem in it. Next up we have Rumbo, which was a platform racing game that was on the Wii U and PC on August 27th of 2015 when it was released. It's mostly a multiplayer focused platformer with aims to be the first person to reach a trophy at the end of each level. It's more time attacks, time trials, racing and stuff like that, but they do have a actual King of the Hill mode in the arena where you can fight to the death to actually see who survives at the very end. So if anybody plays something like IDAR, I don't know if this game is as good as IDAR, but this game seems like it's something that you could probably get a quick 1,000 achievement points in. You never know. As of right now, looking at it, they don't have any achievements listed for it, so there's no way to really know how easy they are in this game. But it's a free game and can't go wrong with free, so try it out. So also, this game is available from July 16th to August 15th, so pick it up. Next, we have Kane and Lynch 2, Dog Days. This is the sequel to Kane and Lynch Dead Man. This is a third-person action shooter. You actually play as Lynch for the most part in this one, and then a little bit of Kane sprinkled into it. But basically, in this version of the game, you're going to be smuggling weapons and stuff out of Shanghai, and you're basically bringing in one of your friends, which is going to be Kane in this one, to actually help him get more money to help retire and help his daughter who survived in the first game. So if you haven't played the first one, try to go back and play it because it does tie right into this version of the game. It'll help you get more of an understanding of it. I've never played either one of them. Definitely probably going to play this one because I do have the first one on my hard drive. I just never installed it and never thought about playing it. But with this one being free for go right now, I'm actually thinking I'm going to give it a go and just try something different right now, but it's going to be free for everybody, so you should definitely give it a try. And the last game for Games for Go for the month of July will be Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Be available from July 16th through the 31st. If you ever played a Lego game before, you pretty much know exactly what this is all about. This Lego game actually takes place over the course of the first 4 movies. So if long as you have any idea of exactly how those movies played out, you'll be able to understand what's going on in this game overall. So I enjoy all the Lego games. I definitely think this is something that you can actually play with your kids. They are multiplayer at heart, so you can play with more than just one person. So this is a really good game to pick up to play with your kids, especially if they haven't seen the earlier pirate movies. This will give them some idea exactly what happened with them because they do kind of just follow that story to a T. And that is all the games we have for Games for Go for the month of July. Let's move on over to the PlayStation games with PlayStation Plus. First up on the PlayStation 4, we have Until Dawn. Now this game has mixed results for some people. I never got a chance to play it, but I know a lot of people that really love this game. It is a interactive drama, which is a survival horror adventure game. It gives you the ability to have different playthroughs and have different outcomes in your games. It uses a system called the butterfly effect, which affects the choices you make in the game, and those choices can have unforeseen consequences later on, like locating a weapon earlier in the chapter may allow you to pick that up, or you may not even be able to get it in a later level. So it's really, really robust, and it takes a lot of playthroughs to get basically the whole story if you want to see everything. Now there is an ultimate ending to the game. but that is something that you actually have to really put some work into it to actually get to. From what I hear from most of my friends, they enjoy this game a lot. It's definitely something you should pick up just for the fact that it's free. And if you also have the PlayStation VR, they do have a Until Dawn Rush of Blood, which is basically something of the same source, but it's on rails. And that is probably one of the better VR games out there. Now, that one's not free. You can get it in the bundle with the VR, but I just thought it would be nice to mention that just because you get Until Dawn free with PlayStation Plus this month. Next, we have Game of Thrones. This is the Telltale version, and I have to say it was amazing. I actually played this on PlayStation 4. It was on a deep discount when you bought the actual Telltale bundle, and I love this game. I love pretty much all the Telltale games, but this one is probably my favorite. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, so that probably has a lot to do with it. But the story, the narrative, the characters, it was just all well done, and I really enjoyed it. And this is an actual 6-episode one, so you actually get an extra episode in there, and I really appreciate that. This game is definitely a pickup. If you played any Telltale game before and you liked them, you'll definitely love Game of Thrones, so pick that up. Next, we have Tokyo Jungle. Now, this game was amazing. Tokyo Jungle is a game that takes place in the deserted, futuristic Tokyo that has been transformed into a vicious wildlife wasteland. It's just lions and tigers everywhere, and everything is trying to survive, and you have to fight your way through it. This game was critically acclaimed on so many levels. It was something that was fun, amazing, and just awesome all at the same time. And I don't know if this is the first time it's been on this list. It probably has been. But if you haven't played this game yet, you should definitely pick it up. This is definitely one of those PSN Plus games that is a must buy. Also, before I forget, this game is only available on the PS3. So only the first two, Until Dawn and Game of Thrones, are PS4 games. Next game on the list is going to be Darkstalkers Resurrection for the PS3. This is a fighting game made by Iron Galaxy and published by Capcom. So Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, those ring a bell. This is in the same vein as that. So if you like fighting games, definitely pick this game up. Next, we have PlayStation 4 Vita games. This game is going to be Element 4L. Now, I don't know anything about this game. I just know that it's an actual platformer. So I'm actually going to the Steam page to actually tell you exactly what this game is about. Element 4L is an immersive and experimental indie platform game with a strong focus on flow and smooth gameplay, wrapped in an exceptional soundtrack by Mindtree. In Element 4L, you control 4 elements who are bound together on a journey to shape life. Your only heartaches are nature and the sun. Element 4L is a challenge. The first time you play it, you will struggle, just like the first time you learn how to ride a bike. Features in this game is elements with ninja moves, alternative 4-button based gameplay, exceptional soundtrack by Mindtree, including a free as high quality MP3, 16 levels throughout 4 stages, plus tutorial levels and bonuses, competitive race mode with adaptive goals for other players, collectibles, trophies, Easter eggs, includes DLC update, lap race. So this actually looks pretty cool. I'm looking at some actual gameplay on the Steam page, and this looks really cool. Now, some of the stuff like the DLC lap race and the actual high quality MP3, I don't know if you get that in the PSN Plus version of the game. It seems pretty cool. If you do like this game, I probably suggest just buying it right off Steam right now because it's part of the summer sale, and it's actually on sale for $3.59 till July 5th. So if you got a PC, this game probably can just run on a laptop at that point. Try it out. You might like it and get some extra bonus benefits from it if you buy it on the Steam platform. And last but not least, for the Vita games, for the PSN, we have Don't Die Mr. Robot. Now this game is, it looks like it's a touchscreen game. It could use the actual sticks too, but it's like the complete opposite of something like Fruit Ninja, where you are tasked to cutting things up. In this one, you're trying to avoid everything in the environment. You have like a little sprite that's in the middle of the screen that you are actually running around with, and they're putting all types of obstacles around you, like traps and laser beams and flying enemies. And your job is to collect as much of the fruit and get multipliers to boost your score, all while not getting hit by anything and not dying. So this is one of those games that actually looks like it will be a lot of fun just in small spurts. It did start on the iOS store, so you can actually pick it up there and try it. But yeah, try it. It's a free game. It's for your Vita, and if you actually still have a Vita, you probably are still looking for games to play on it. And finally, we made it to the Xbox Game Pass section. So they added 7 new games starting on July 1st that are going to be added to this program. First game is going to be Dead Island Definitive Edition. Basically, Dead Island Definitive Edition is Dead Island, a game with all the DLC added to it. If you've never played this game, it is a zombie type horror survival game where you are trying to escape a island, and you can have up to 4-player co-op in it. It's pretty robust. I liked it when I played it a little bit with my friends. This game is definitely better with friends. So if you got a lot of friends that actually like zombie type games, this will be something for you to definitely pick up. So you should try it. Next, we have Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 was by far, for me, the worst Resident Evil. Probably not of all time, but it really wasn't a Resident Evil game. It was more of an action game, and that is something Resident Evil has been doing for quite some time now. It kind of started with 5. 5 wasn't horrible. I actually enjoyed 5 a little bit, but 6 was just all over the place. You had to play it in 3 different campaigns. I felt like Anna's campaign was the best, and you had to beat Leon's and Chris's to get to that point to play with her, I believe. So I can't say this is a hard pass because it's a free game. I do think Anna's campaign is really interesting, but the game as a whole just didn't do it for me. It was like a Michael Bay Transformer movie that just hasn't been good since the first 2. So for me, if you don't have the hard drive space, skip it. But it is a free game, and it is gamer score. If you're into that, download it, and hopefully you enjoy it. Next up, we have Formula 1 2015. This is a racing game, of course. Me personally, I am a Forza nut and Need for Speed fiend, and I've never gotten into the whole F1 series type of racing. It is realistic. It does have some little silly quirks to it, but if you enjoy that type of racing, then hey, this is your best chance to get one and actually enjoy it. So pick it up and get that gamer score. Next up, we have a very challenging survival game. It's called The Flame in the Flood. A roguelike river journey through the backwaters of the forgotten post-society America forge craft invade predators. It's also created by the director of BioShock. It looks very good. It's one of those games that if you can just sit back and just enjoy the actual art style that they're putting out, I think a lot of people enjoy this game. You know, people that enjoy Don't Starve and games like that will definitely look at games like this and find it enjoyable. I really like the art style they went with in this game. And this is another one of those games that is actually on the Steam Summer Sale. Ends on July 5th. It's on sale for $5.99. So even if you don't have an Xbox One to play this game, you can definitely play it on your PC or laptop. I think everybody should go out and enjoy games like this. It reminds me of games like Entangled for the PlayStation and games like Journey, even though this is a survival style type of game where you fight bears and other predators in the wild. I just think that everybody should give it a try, especially with it being a free game. Next, we have Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. This game was critically acclaimed. It was first released on the PlayStation platform. Now we have it on the Xbox platform. And this is like a Metroidvania type game. You play as a character whose daughter was taken from him, and your goal is to save her before the evil man sacrifices her life in order to merge the living world with the dead world. This game was definitely amazing, and you should definitely pick it up. Next up, we have Brad's Gold. This is a roguelike platformer, and there are a lot of games like this that are really loved across most people that play them. Rogue Legacy, Shovel Knight, stuff like that. These type of games are games that are super challenging, but very rewarding if you put the time into them. I haven't played this one in particular, so I will definitely be downloading this game, and I'm going to give it a try. Last but not least, we have Monaco. What is yours is mine. This is a stealth action game in a top-down perspective. It features a single player and a multiplayer and allows up to 4 players to control one of the 8 characters while they partake in heists, robberies, with locations including the nightclub, mansions, and yachts. each character has a very different playset and different ability, and it gives you the chance to get through levels more cleanly and more direct out of sight. You can stealth around. You can do all types of stuff. You can put in computer viruses. You can shut them down temporary. Use C4 and bomb smoke and smoke. Oh, bomb smoke. It's smoke bombs and machine guns and shotguns. It's really, really fun, especially if you get a lot of people together. And with this game being free, you should definitely be able to do that. So this is definitely a game that you should pick up. I know a lot of people that played it. I haven't played it myself. Just when I actually watched people play this, it looked really cool. And I just have a complex about buying games when they first come out that are like quote unquote indie, because I always think they're going to end up in the games for gold section. And now I have to wait for it because now it's going to be right here for me to play under the Xbox Gaming Pass. So download it and try it out if you haven't. Guys, that was a long video. I'm gonna be doing this once a month every time they refresh it for every month. So I hope you guys really appreciate that. Make sure you like this video if you liked it. Make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't. And make sure you hit that notification button because it lets you know the next time my videos go live. And as I always say, I appreciate you. Make sure you guys have a great week and I will talk to you in the next video. Peace.